Hey everyone, this video is about how to make money with your truck and dump trailer. So I run a side business, just really part-time, making a little extra cash, hauling gravel and dirt and hauling just stuff away from people like brush and rocks and fill dirt. I have a place to dump it, clean fill, so it doesn't really cost me any money to dump it. It's close to the house. And then as far as the gravel goes, I find a couple local quarries. One for river gravel, the other one has limestone. The river gravel one also has topsoil and fill dirt. And then I have a couple different locations I can go. But you want to get your material from a quarry because the quarry is usually the cheapest because they're getting it right out of the ground. If you get it from a landscaping company, they are getting their material from the quarry. So the best way for you to make the most amount of money is get it at the quarry, and that's what I'm doing here in this video. This is directly from where they get it out of the ground, so you get the most money on the profit side of your hauling. So I advertise on Craigslist and Facebook. On Craigslist, I advertise in a couple areas around me, but basically I just do my county. I do a little bit in the state next to us since it's so close, and it's close to where I get material. So in Craigslist, I advertise in the farming section, and I advertise in the equipment section, because with equipment, sometimes they're using gravel for drainage and stuff. So I get a lot of phone calls. I usually get a few phone calls every other day or so, and I try to set them up for my days off. Sometimes I do one right after work in the morning, but I like to do a couple on my days off. I could do a lot more. I choose not to, but years ago I was doing this hauling on the side, and I kind of got burnt out doing it on all my days off, but I was making a lot of extra cash. So I gave it up for a couple years, and then recently I've just started hauling a little bit here and there, just a couple side jobs to make a little extra cash. So the best way to do it is get the price lists from the quarries, and then figure out what you want to charge. I can tell you like roughly what I charge for gravel. River gravel, they're usually all about the same price. Even limestone's only like $1 more where I get it. I think it's like $16. It actually might even be $14.50. I can't remember now. A ton, and I haul 5 tons. My dump trailer's rated at 5 tons. It's a 14-foot, 14,000 GVW. So it's rated for 5 tons. So I typically haul 5 tons. And so I don't really, nobody really calls me and says, hey, I want a ton of gravel. It's always like 5-ton loads, and I've never had an issue with that, because it wouldn't make any sense to haul a ton for somebody. Just do what the 5 tons or whatever your trailer's capable of. This is a 14-foot trailer. You could use a 10, 12, whatever. 16-foot would. They're kind of long, but even this trailer is long. You have to watch on some hills and everything, but that's one of the things I ask them, make sure their driveway is not like a ridiculous hill. So, like I said, you can make as much as you want. Like the other day, I did 2 loads. I made $120 profit after you take out the material and fuel. I made $120. That was like 3 hours of my time, so not bad. But you could make more. I mean, if I were to lose my job or had more time off, I could haul more loads. I mean, if I didn't have a job or I was on unemployment or something, I could haul Monday through Friday because they're not really open on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, and your if you hauled 5 loads, you can make $300 profit a day. That's $1,500 a week. I mean, the biggest thing is having the clients lined up, but it's definitely out there. For last time I was hauling slag for a township. So that's another thing. I haul slag. It's the cheapest product. It's 5 tons cost me like $25. I sell it for $100. And if you have to go farther, you can tack a little bit more money on up front. Let them know, but it's not really an issue. But I usually make about $60 a load. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what it is. Sometimes I just take my trailer, I dump it off at somebody's house or on the street, I lock it up, and they just load it right there as it sits. You can load it even with dirt and gravel, like 5 tons. Just start kind of towards the front of the axle, and don't load it, in the back because it would tip up. But as long as you let them know, load it forward, back, it's not an issue. And then for that, I charge like $100. So you can haul a trailer load away for $100 at clean fill, and go and dump it, and now you're making like $75-$80 profit. So there's some different scenarios. It's been pretty good. A little side gig for me. Definitely a good side gig. You can make some decent money, and then you can do the whole keep track of everything, submit your taxes and all that if you want to run it like a legit business. What else about it? You can tailgate. Like, I'd tailgate some driveways, dump stuff in piles for people, whatever they want, basically. But yeah, it's definitely a good side gig. If you have a truck and you have a trailer and you're looking to make some extra money, or you don't really have a job, this is definitely something you could get into in your area. And I mean, like, for me, I have snow and stuff in the winter. You don't really haul gravel in the winter months, but if you live somewhere southern, you could haul year round. And I mean, if you haul Monday through Friday and you're making $300 a day profit, you're at, I think, $78,000 for the year, so that's not too bad for just hauling gravel. But then, you're going to have some expenses as far as trailer maintenance, truck maintenance. I had put a good bit of money into my truck this year, and now it looks like my bed's just rusting apart, so I'm going to have to go to an aluminum flatbed probably with a gooseneck hookup. So that's next on the plate. But what else? I mean, that's it. I haul dirt. Right now, topsoil's one of the most expensive things for me. I want to say it's $20 a ton, which is kind of crazy. It used to be cheaper. So I think I charge $170 for 5 tons of topsoil. I charge $150 a load for any type of gravel, $160 for limestone. What else? And then $100 to haul anything away, whether it be just a load of brush, a load of dirt and rocks, whatever the case may be. But it's been a pretty good side business, and it's nice having the cash money in your pocket right as you do the job. So yeah, it's been good for me, and it definitely can work out for you if you have a dump trailer. Like I said, any size, 10 foot, 12 foot. Mine's a 14. and they make a 16, so it's just a little long going in some places, but it's been working out pretty good for me. I just wanted to share that with people that have trucks and dump trailers and might want to make a little extra cash. There's potential to really grow a business and make even more, especially if you had property or a farm. You could stockpile some at your place, so you could haul on the weekends even. Like for me, I can't really haul on the weekends because I can't really get loaded. Sometimes it makes sense to get loaded on a Friday and have it sit in the driveway if it's not going to rain, and then haul it Saturday morning or whatever, but not if it's out of the way. And that brings up another thing. On days it's raining and stuff, you're not going to be hauling dirt or gravel, really. It doesn't come out of the trailer well. But you're supposed to cover your load. I don't have the roller with the net, the cover that comes out. But you're supposed to cover your load. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment and ask your questions. I've been doing this for a little while now. Like I said, I did it for a year, 2 years ago, and then I just started doing it again recently and make some pretty good side cash. But I get a lot of phone calls. I mean, the one thing is, like, my price is pretty much cheaper than a lot of the landscaping places around me as far as hauling a load of material. So I'm pretty much cheaper than them, and I just advertise on Craigslist, and a lot of people call me and want the material delivered, and I don't try really hard to move stuff. If people call me, I just give them a price, and if they call back, they call back. But you could be a lot more proactive, advertise different areas, and definitely get a lot more business. I don't want to do it that much, just here and there, so it's working out pretty good for me. My dump trailer was like $7,500 brand new. It's paid off now, not too bad. Truck's paid off. My truck has 165,000 miles on it also, so technically probably a little bit more, but that's what the speedometer, odometer reads. So, yeah, the truck is doing pretty good. It's a 2005, still holding up, but it might even be a better system if you had a newer truck and you trade it in and get another newer one every so many years if you're going to do this all the time, just to avoid some of the breakdowns and everything, more frequent breakdowns. Anyways, this video is getting long. I think I discussed most of the key points. If you have any questions regarding any of this, just let me know. All right, thank you.